Johann Ludwig Reichsgraf von Wallmoden-Gimborn was a German lieutenant general and art collector. Life. Wallmoden was an illegitimate son of George II of Great Britain by his mistress Amalia von Wallmoden. She was married to Adam Gottlieb, Count Wallmoden, but for a payment of 1,000 ducats the Count was prepared to defer his claims on his wife to George, and was finally separated from her in 1740. On the death of Queen Caroline in 1737, the Prime Minister, Robert Walpole, suggested that Amalia be brought over from Hanover to Britain to take her place as matricentita to George II. In the meantime, Lady Deloraine, a loquacious but not very intelligent courtesan, with whom George had a distant relationship, functioned as a stopgap. Thus the young Johann Ludwig came to be conceived in England and grew up at St. James's Palace and Kensington Palace. As an illegitimate son of the king, he received a comprehensive education, after which he went on a grand tour to Italy, where he acquired an extensive collection of classical statues, busts, and reliefs. On his return he entered the Hanoverian army and rose to the rank of Major General. Around the year 1700, several noblemen's country estates had been established in the former floodplain of the Liner. In 1768, Wallmoden acquired some of these gardens and merged them into the Wallmoden-Garten. In 1782, he built the Wallmoden Schloss to house his collections of antiquities. In 1782, he bought the Reichsherrschaft Gimborn in Westphalia from Prince Johann I of Schwarzenberg, and on the 17th of January 1783 was raised to the nobility of the Holy Roman Empire by the Emperor Joseph II, with the title Wallmoden-Gimborn and with a corresponding augmentation of his coat of arms to Imperial Count. Simultaneously, Wallmoden attained a seat and a voice on the Westphalian College of Imperial Counts, and therewith on the Reichsstandschaft. After the death of Count Philip II of Schaumburg-Lippe, Wallmoden-Gimborn acted for his widow as guardian of her younger son and heir George William. From 1790 to 1811, he was an honorary member of the Prussian Academy of the Arts in Berlin. On 5 July 1803, as Oberbefehlshaber of the Hanoverian army, he signed the Convention of Artlemberg and thus capitulated before the Napoleonic troops arrived. After Wallmoden-Gimborn's death, his nephew King George III acquired his collections of antique sculpture and books, over 8,000 volumes. The collections are still in the ownership of the Welfs and since 1979 have formed a collection of the Archaeological Institute in Göttingen. Marriages. Wallmoden-Gimborn was first married in Hanover on 18 April 1766 to Charlotte Christiane August Wilhelmine von Wangenheim, and they had 5 children: Ernst Georg August, Ludwig Georg the Dell, who became an Austrian general of cavalry, Georgine Charlotte August, Wilhelmine Magdalene Friederich, who in 1793 married Baron Heinrich Friedrich Karl von Stein, Friedricha Eleonore Ileana, who married Ludwig Friedrich Count von Kiel-Manzeg and was the mother of Eduard von Kiel-Manzeg. Wallmoden's second marriage, on 3 August 1788 in Buckeberg, was to Baroness Louise Christiane von Liechtenstein, a daughter of Baron Friedrich Karl von Liechtenstein by his marriage to Charlotte Ernestine von Birkefeld, and with her he had 3 further children: Karl August Ludwig, an Austrian privy councillor and lieutenant general. In 1833, he married Zoe Countess von Grun, daughter of Philip Ferdinand von Grun, and from him is descended the Oberhaus-Wallmoden line. Adolf Franz James Wilhelm, Louise Henriette,